Hey guys, welcome back to another video with Carl's Garage. I'm doing a special video today, so from now on, I'm gonna put all of my car content on Carl's Garage YouTube channel. So I'm actually gonna separate the car content from straight edit content. So if this is your first time watching this, please support this channel that this video is on. My other channel, my main channel, straight edit content, is at like almost 19,000 subscribers. Got a lot of content over there. Kia content, Toyota content, all types of cars and stuff like that. But from now on, I'm gonna move all my car content to this channel right here, which is Carl's Garage. So thank you for checking this channel out. If you wanna see the other past previous car content, check it out on Shredded Content. Today, we are doing the throttle, no, not throttle, but just mass airflow sensor. So we're doing the mass airflow sensor. I got the cutout right here. I printed this out. I had my wife's car is a 2016 Toyota Corolla, and she got a check engine light. So this is a known code. I think it's the, where is it? The P0171 code. P0171. You guys might have got this code, but I've yet to see this video on YouTube. So if you got this code, we're gonna fix it today. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay guys, so this right here, this is the infamous code related to a lot of Toyota cars. Now, my wife's car is a 2016 Toyota Corolla. She bought it brand new, so she's the only one to put these miles on the car. And we have the infamous P0171 code that came up on the car, which is 99% chances are it's a mass airflow sensor. Right here, this little buddy right here. Now, there are a lot of videos out there of this code, but it's not for this specific year model. So if you have a 2014 to 2016, or if your Toyota Corolla looks like this one, chances are you're gonna need this part, which is pretty cheap. I'll put the link in the description down below. They tried to offer me this part at Autozone for $100, but I got it off of Amazon for $49.99. So this right here, this is the part number. Okay. This is the part. So it's really easy. I would suggest I am gonna take off the negative battery cable, and then all you have to do is just take a screwdriver, sorry, they're doing all types of construction over there and stuff like that, messing up my video. All you're gonna need is just a screwdriver, take these two screws out, unclip this, and plug it in, and you're ready to go. Now, sorry about that, Amazon guy just came and dropped off a blender for my wife. Anyway, so quick tip, do not reset your check engine light after you install this. Because what's gonna happen is you gotta give the car time to learn the new part. So the mass airflow sensor, if you just go, because I've seen a guy on YouTube do this, and he ended up replacing the O2 sensor, PCV valve, mass airflow sensor, and it ended up being a fuel issue. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna install this, drive around, I'm gonna go shopping, go buy some things, and probably put about 1,000 miles on the car. Now, if in 1,000 miles, if this check engine light doesn't go off, I'm gonna have it checked again. And then it should, if this part was faulty, it should recognize that this part is working and tell me that the engine code is related to something else. So there's two things that go wrong with these cars. It's either this mass airflow sensor or a fuel pump. Now, she does have a hard time starting, and we don't know if it's the ignition or something like that, but she does always have a hard time starting. So that could either be the fuel filter or a fuel pump. They're known for going out in these cars. Something, I don't know why, in fact, I think for the 14 or 15, there's actually a recall on the fuel pump. So I need to check if there's a recall on this one. So that's just a quick tip before I go ahead and install this. Do not, whenever you install this specific mass airflow sensor, do not turn off your check engine light. Make the car do it itself, because I wanna see. So if it doesn't go off after 1,000 miles, I'm gonna be like, okay, now I need to take it to the dealer or have my buddy Peter. If you guys don't know Peter, he is my mechanic, and he has a whole big scanner, like the $1,500 scanner, and he can tell me if there's something wrong with the fuel pump, and then we can go from there. So let me go ahead. I've already taken off the negative battery cable. Now I'm gonna show you guys the install of the mass airflow sensor. Is really easy. Okay guys, so like I said, all you need is just a Phillips head screwdriver. You're gonna take off this screw and this screw right here. First thing I'm gonna do is take off the clip. Pops off pretty easy. And unscrew it. Keep these screws because you never know if the new one comes with screws. Slides right out of there. Now I can't tell if this is good or bad. This is the part though, I can't tell. Like there's no indicator for me to tell, but just put this to the side. Open up the new one again. This is the part number. Came with some different hardware. This is the part, this is how it comes. Make sure everything matches up. Check it out on screen. Everything looks right. Let's go ahead and put it back. Use the new screws. Let's see if these even fit. Ah, see, they're Torx. So I'm actually going to use the old screws. These are Torx. I know it comes with the wrench, but it's weird that must be for different year models. So because I know these came out of it, you can reuse these. Do one side at a time. Go back and forth so you get an even seal. Now, if this does work, the check engine light should go off on its own. It's pretty easy right there. Make it tight. Don't do it too tight because you don't want to strip these factory screws. Take our connector, slide it back on. Slid in there. Done. Okay. Put everything back. Let's jump inside the car and let's see what happens. And the negative battery terminal. We're back inside the car now that the negative battery terminal is back on. I'm gonna cycle it. Cycle it. Wow, the check engine light went off immediately. And the maintenance required light is oil change, so it's actually blinking. So maybe, oh, see, it's actually restarting. Now, it went off immediately. That's because I took off the negative battery cable. Sometimes sometimes the check engine lights won't go off. Sometimes the check engine lights won't go off if you unplug the negative battery terminal. Like, it takes like 5 minutes, they say, to do it, to restart. I wasn't purposely trying to restart the computer. I just know, like, whenever you're doing something electrical, you always want to take off the negative battery terminal and then put it back on, blah, 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 whatever. Anyway, it's off. So now, in order to make it, if it does come back on, we know that it's not the mass airflow sensor, and I just spent 50 bucks, but that's a known issue with these cars. It did actually start up pretty easy. So now we're gonna see if we're gonna have the same startup issues that we had before. But that maintenance light is blinking every time I start it. So I'll take it for an oil change. My wife is working inside, so I'll take it for an oil change, drive it around, like I said, go shopping, do some things, and I will make another video if the light comes back on. Because if it comes back on, chances are it's gonna be a fuel issue. So that's gonna complete this video, guys, on how to change your mass airflow sensor in your 2016 Toyota Corolla. Again, it's actually starting to idle a little rough. Let's see what it's looking like. Starting to idle right at 1,000. So maybe it's learning, which makes sense. So it's idling a little rough. But like I said, I'm gonna drive it, take it to go get an oil change, stuff like that. And then that's gonna be it for this video, guys. So thank you. Make sure you stay tuned for more Carl's Garage videos. I'm gonna probably delete all of the car related videos on Straight Outta Content and put them right here on this channel so that you guys can just, if you only want to watch car content, you can watch it here. But if you want business content, you can watch it at Straight Outta Content and all the other content that I put on there. So thank you, guys. The link is in the description for this specific part, and stay tuned for the next video. So we are back for another video. Today, I don't know if this is another video or not, but we are, like I said, I just had the oil change like 2 seconds ago, Grease Monkey Garage, and the check engine light is back on. Check engine light is back on, so I'm actually gonna bring the car to an AutoZone. I was gonna go shopping, but I'm gonna actually bring it to an AutoZone and have it rechecked to see if the mass airflow sensor comes back on or if it's a different code. Because from this point, it could either be an O2 sensor, or like I said, it could be that infamous fuel pump. So I don't know. I need to really get it to my boy Peter so that he can check it out and run the code. But yes, and this is why never go in there and turn off or clear the code or anything like that, because you want to drive it first to see if it comes back. So maybe it will go off. I have driven like 100 miles, but if the mass airflow sensor fixed it, then it would have stayed off because it would have read that the air was correct. So, you know, these are the things whenever fixing a vehicle. The AutoZone scanner can tell you a little bit, but it can't really get in there and tell you specifically what's going on. Only a mechanic with the right tool can do that. So I'm gonna call Peter and try to do that.